Merry meet. Now I'm going to have a reading for Cancer for the month of November. So let's see, Cancer. I will So let's see, Cancer, what's in store for you for the month of November 2024. Sun, moon, and rising, as always. Or if it resonates, what does Cancer need to know for the month of November? What does Cancer need to know for the month of November? What does Cancer need to know for the month of November, spirits? Thank you. That's what What does Cancer need to know for the month of November? What does Cancer need to know for the month of November? Ooh. Okay. The bottom card is yours, Cancer. So let's see. Okay. bottom's cards. Okay. Chariot, King of Wands, so let's see, Cancer. So let's see, Cancer. What's in store for Sun, Moon, and Rising? And if it resonates with anybody else, it can always be for you too. If you landed on this video, you know, there must be a hidden message here for you. So let's see, Cancer. Oh, I see that it might have been someone around you or you that have been very sick or are sick. That there might be something that you're struggling with even today. And I think it might concern you, Cancer. I feel like I see that some of you might be sick, and this might have forced, you know, Cancer likes to work and move forward, you know. Don't forget what the Arcana card says, you know. When it comes to the Great Arcana, it's represented by the Chariot. Remember that, because Cancer likes to move. And Cancer is one of the few animals that can move through both being water and on shore, you know, on land. They can move back and forth as they wish. And they like to move, they like to travel, they don't like to be in the same place too long, you know. And I see that many of you might have been forced to take it slow, forced to take it easy and calm down, because it's might be your health telling you that if you continue to never rest and never sleep and and worry too much, you will get more sick, you know. And many of you have gotten really sick because you didn't listen to your spirits and your inner guide before. So now it has gone so far that the only way to make you calm down is to make you take it slow through sickness, because it feels like this is some heavy shit that can be very serious, and because you wouldn't have slowed down if it wasn't serious. Do you get me, Cancer? And I fear, because this comes in the early past too, so, and it's big enough to be mentioned, so I feel like many of you have been thinking a lot because of this time to be alone and calm down, and that and maybe even the sickness had scared you, you know. Maybe even you feel like you see that now that you are sick, there's a lot of things that you haven't thought, and you might get some new perspective on things. And I feel like you have been getting a lot of warnings about your sickness, but you didn't listen, Cancer. So you kept pushing, and the sickness got so bad because you didn't listen. And some of you, this might even be some serious things too. Because you know that when you are doing things wrong and in your life, no matter what, good for me or good for others, that's not in that picture, you know. This is about your growth, your uh, learning path in life. And you have denied, you might have been stuck in some situations and with some people and circumstances that you didn't listen, you didn't do something about it, even though you got many, and you know this, Cancer, you know this is not news to you, you know this. And I feel like you got some restlessness, and because you have been forced to slow down. And you know, when you are surrounding yourself with people and circumstances, as I said, and people, and you continue to be with those people, you don't, that bad relationship, keep on going with that bad job, that bad friend, that bad family member, you know, you keep going, keep going, keep going, because you can't let go. You remember the crab? You remember the crab? You just can't let go, and you just, when it's something you love, no matter what it is, you think to you have a tendency to grab it and hold it so hard. And you are even willing to, like the crab, you know, to lose an arm if that person disappears and goes away. But I see that many of you have had some seriousness. It might concern someone around you also, but I feel like this is more you, Cancer. I feel like there are some good news about children. I feel like you, because of this experience and situation, you are now free to start over and get some good news and do the things right, you know. You many of your cancers have been getting a new chance in your development emotionally too. And I feel like there might be some concern about your children, or some happy news also. Maybe some children are finally leaving home, or they can get that exam and do good, you know. You see emotionally development in your children, and in yourself too. And this is a time where you might feel a little bit more intuitive, and because you are water sign, Cancer, you are intuitive, you are true felt. That means that you feel things deeply, you know, and but you don't often listen to it because you don't have the time to listen to it. But now you have been forced, you know, to put on the brakes and slow it down a little bit, and you see things more clearly, and you are waking up emotionally and psychologically. So there is a lot of positivity there for you through this, if you just accept it and do your best, Cancer. Because when you involve yourself in situations that are bad for you, and spirits and your guides is, you know, are trying to let you know, you know, like Saturn are picking on you and saying, hey, how much suffering do you have to experience to before you look at your own inner mechanism and emotions and life and do something about things, you know, because some people have to learn it the hard way, and you, it seems like it's sickness. I feel like there is someone around you. That's quite funny, because it might be, some of you might have had your father and thinking a lot about your father and taking over the role to your father, and taking the role of the leader of the family. But there is something here. You are planning something, Cancer. You are starting to put your bricks on chess, you know. You put you wondering what should my next move be, and you are in that state of mind, and you are in a state of authority also. But you have to, especially for the guys, if you are a guy or a man, you might have learned that big boys don't cry, you know. So you are not feeling well with the emotions and everything, but you are Cancer, so that's the right element for you. And when you deny it, it makes you sick, you know. If you don't go after your emotions, your true emotions. There is something about materialism here, you know. And when it comes to the bottom card, yeah, okay, I will lay them there. Okay, just had to see what the last four was. It might be a fire sign that has left you, or your child can be a fire sign that have moved out or gone away, moved away from home. They are moving clearly here, you see. And it might be a Aries or Sagittarius or Leo. It can be any of the fire signs. Most likely Aries, but it can, as I said, be all the fire signs that has left you. And for those of you that have been in, maybe in a bad relationship, maybe they have left, and now you might grieve a little bit, but in some way not, because that's a little funny, you know. It seems like you are starting over. I will remember those cards, and I will just put out this and see what they say. Yes, you are planning. Maybe you're planning a little trip, or wait. Yeah, there is some children that is moving away from home, and it's funny because I feel like this time you feel like there are an opportunity, because you went through this dark period with sickness and everything, you know, I feel like many of you have come really far. I'm warning you guys about someone might be doing magic against you. Let me see about that. I feel like there might be someone that is might be moving and doing something, or at least sending you thoughts that are negative, and that can often be like a spell, you know, the evil eye. Remember, maybe you should do something in this period to protect yourself. Maybe if you have crystals and jewelry with obsidian, black obsidian, and hematite, and for guys, even the tiger eye, and tourmaline, black tourmaline. Maybe even, yeah, I feel like that might be something that you should carry on you and cleanse once in a while, because it might protect you a little bit more in this this period. I feel like many of you are worrying about finances a lot, actually, because it's that card that comes up in that placement. And I feel like there is someone plotting against you, someone who is very carefree, you know. They don't care about anything other than themselves. They are very selfish and self-orientated, you know. They don't care so much about how others feel or the view of other people. I feel like they are watching what you are going to do with your emotions. And I feel like that might be especially for a Cancer man, or a man with sun, moon, and rising in Cancer, that there might be someone plotting something against you. And you should be worried, because this is a strong person. It might be a Aries or a fire sign. It might also be a Capricorn or earth sign. But there is something against, but it doesn't have to be any of those signs also, because it's very strongly that someone is plotting something against you, and you are plotting too, like I said earlier, because you are not plotting because you want to harm someone. You are plotting because someone is going against and going to harm you. So you are on the defense, you know, like in chess, like I said. You have to watch what the opponent does before you do what your move, you know. And I feel like many of you are missing traveling and might be planning a trip, as I said. Getting away from things. You want to run away from things, get a break from things, you know. And there is this hope. I see that a hope that you have, that is about money and stability. It can be your house, your apartment, everything like that. Someone is plotting against you and doing maybe even magic against you, Cancer. So if you know a witch or you are a witch, you should use your powers this month, because this is you are very targeted this month. You should not trust anybody this month. You should be a little careful about who you trust this in November. It may not be like that in December, but now for the month of November and around that month, you should be careful about who you trust with your money, with your finances, and your, the living lord. What does that, the landlord might be against you. And actually, when I say that, I know someone that is having trouble, that is a Cancer, that is having trouble with their landlord. So that's actually very true, especially for that person. But I will not blend my life into this like that. But when I said it, I just, boop, of course. I feel like there is something, someone else around you are going to finish something, or you are going to finish something about someone else. As I said, it might be travel, but that you are going for a vacation, a trip, or something. Not maybe this month, but you are planning it. There is a lot of planning. But there is someone that is the devil in your life right now for many of your Cancers. And I don't know why, but right now, when I said that, I almost cried. I'm so funny like that when I do readings, Someone is trying to rule over you and rule your emotions, He is just filling his bowl and cup, because he's just a page. He's a little not so experienced, like, for example, the king are, but he comes together in the other, that what is hidden from you or around you right now. And I see like there is someone that is making you or driving you. Maybe some of you are they might use sex as a weapon, to control you, to have control of you. Or they will use materialistic things, like, for example, yeah, as I said, like the landlord, he has the power to throw you out, he has that. And I feel like he's doing too much, this person, than what's responsible to do. It can be that a partner using sex as a way to control you or have power over you. And it can also be someone that is materialistic controlling you, like a partner making you turn your job down, or a job offer down, or make you quit your job while you are depending financially on your partner for a while. And that is a sense of control, that is a way of controlling someone. There is this, I feel like many of you are planning a new start also. That there's, as I said, there's a lot of planning and making smart moves in November. And I feel like many of you might be feeling a little rebellious against this person that might have ruled you for a long time. Or if you have had a bad landlord for a long time, I feel like now is the time where you feel like you will rebel against it, and do something about it, because you have to do that. If not, you are going to, maybe some of you will have a completely start over, that you're moving, that the other person moving and leaving you financial vulnerable, because two incomes is better than one. And when you are doing that, there can be that you are now responsible for the whole paycheck, yourself, and then you will also have much little money, much lesser money, sorry, much lesser money to spend. And I feel like there are family members that is seriously sick too. I feel like some family members of you, Cancer, are seriously sick, and you know about it. You feel that they are seriously sick. You feel that you are afraid. Maybe some of you even have had some, when it comes to the financial troubles, it might be caused by someone dying, because death comes on together with the King of Pentacles there. So, and he's talking about change also, but he can also talk about not never Cancer, but a death around you that has led to these financial problems. And it can be a death, a symbolic death, It doesn't have to be a person that has died and you have a heritage or something. It can be someone that has left you, or a love that has died, or, as I said, someone moved away, something ending. But you should remember, even though you think this is a troubling ending for you, Cancer, I can tell you that the change that is coming, that you are resisting this change. You don't want to make this change. Don't feel like it, or you truly don't want to make this change, I think, but you have to, and you have to. But, and even maybe some of you don't even have a choice, that the change is just pushed upon you, and you have just delayed it and delayed it and delayed it, but now you are going through that change in November. And you should know that this is a necessary change, because what comes afterward is better than what was before, no matter what the change is, Cancer. And I see that you have a lot of hope about these people around you and everything. And it might even be something about a father figure. Maybe there might be have something to do about a dad. It doesn't have to be your dad though, but I think, and maybe your landlord has children, or maybe a relative that has died is a father to someone, or and his sons is, or daughters or children is making trouble. It can be everything like that also. I'm trying to cover every area, and there is some news that is coming to you. But Cancer, you will have help from the outside. By all this, there will be someone helping you. Someone that might be Aquarius, because the star is on the other people around it, what they will do with the question and the stuff I'm saying. So, and there's a lot of hope around the situation, you know. And the cards are telling you to be careful about your money. Hold on your money quite hard this month, Cancer. And if you are in a relationship and sharing you maybe the sofa, you have both bought this sofa together. Cancer can be like that. Cancer are very kind like that, and they can say just keep it. The cards are telling you and advising you to hold on your money. If you are going to get the sofa, I will have the half what it costs, you know, like that. You should stand on your money. You should knoge. Og til dere som er norske her også, hold på pengene deres. Hold på pengene deres. For det vil komme nyheter snart, som vil hjelpe situasjonen. Og du trenger de pengene til den nye lærdommen. I just said in Norwegian that they will have, you should hold on your money, not use it, spend it like you usually do, or buy things on credit and so on. Keep your money tight to yourself. Don't give away money to people that don't deserve it, and be careful, you know. Be conscious about your money this month. Because you will have to use it. It might be, if you have 3 children, it might come in hand there. The number 3 is very strong here. Because I saw the number 3 flashed before my eyes as I hold the 3 of Cups, 9 Pentacles. And you will learn some new skills this month. And if you hold on your money, maybe that's what you have to learn, to hold on your money, not buy on impulse and so on. Not be so kind to people that don't deserve it, you know? Don't open a credit card, or don't use your credit card even. Hold your money tight in your hand, like he does. And the people around will watching him, you see. They are thinking that he is sheep and oh, what is that in English? When you are holding on your money. Oh, what is that in English? Let me see. They are a stingy person, and you should be, they may think you are stingy. That's the, and cheap, you know. But he's not stingy, he's clever. He's stable with his money. But they think he is, and they are poor, and they might need some of his money, you know, because they are poor. Look at this, especially this woman. She is poor, but you are advised, this is not coming on a problem that you must change this, you know. This is something that you are not, that you should be. This is the advice for November, Cancer, that you should hold on your money hard. because you will have this new skills, and you will have learned so much when the November month is over. And as I said, don't trust people, especially someone that has the authority over you. It can be even your bosses too, of course, on the job. I forgot to say that. Maybe they are not holding back your paycheck, not paying you enough, or making trying to control you in some way like that. Or maybe you are changing your job, therefore they are trying to mess with your money or your payment, your last payments. Be careful with that, Cancer. That's the advice I would give you for November. And when it comes to yourself emotionally, and as I said like earlier, with the one that's trying to control you with money or with finances or sex, overall trying to take control over you. These cards, there is a knight that is on the bottom here, raising his sword, because you are advised to not have this be controlled with this sex thing. And this person might be very charming, maybe even good in bed, or if it's your landlord or your boss or your neighbor, whatever the fuck, this person that is in the position or think they are in position over you, they might and as I said, you will this time stand up against a lot of things that you have learned now through sickness and all these mistakes you have done earlier, and now you have been forced to think about things in a new way, or finally do something about things. And I'm very proud of you for that, Cancer. Maybe even someone of you that have been drinking or having drugs or substance abuse, you know, that you finally have taken control back over your life. And you should be careful about being tempted to drink again, because there might be some things, maybe sickness and things that will make you feel a little slower, you know, you are tired, a little tired, and make you feel weaker, so that you don't want to continue in quitting drinking or using drugs. You know, this might be a month where you are very tempted to give the fuck it all up, or just say fuck it, I'm so tired, I deserve a drink now, or you know, or now I have a reason to drink, or that you are sick, you know, that this has maybe if you have been sick and you have medicine, that you taking too much medicine, you should be very clear, conscious about this in November, Cancer, so that you don't fall. Because if you can stay away from the temptation to give up because you're tired and sick all the time, and nothing is going right, and now again it's more problem, and I am even talking about more change and negative people, you know, don't give up, because there will be good news, you know, there will be the change that you are going through now, and now you are getting rid of all the old shit, and now you are in the leading seat to take control over your life again, and do some adjustments when it comes to people, or people around you, or your situation, or your life, you know, because money isn't everything in life, you know. Sex isn't everything in life. And sometimes we have to slow down and prioritize ourselves. And if you are in a relationship where your partner have left you, or you have left your partner, uh, and you should not give away. You will regret it if you are too kind, and if you're not holding on your money, because you will need your money. You will get very good use for that money. There are some this month that you will learn some new skills, and this will also, by holding on the money and demanding your money or being wise about money, this will lead to you your development, and you will, if you take a course in something, if you want to learn to drive because you don't have the car and never had the license, you know, that you, fuck, now I want to drive a car. And if you are not careful about your money, you will not be able to have this opportunity, you know. Or a new hobby, maybe, oh, I want to learn to paint, you know, I want to learn to make figures, anything that's creative, or some development and learning new skills. You will, this will be a very busy month in many areas of your life. It's not just one thing, Cancer. And if you are in, even for those that are in a relationship where it's broken up and they are demanding money from you or trying to get power over you by having sex with you, you know, uh, controlling you, no matter if it's just that, it's not just that, it's all the other things too, it's everything. So much, Cancer, for the month of November. I see that many of you are even have might even have been thinking about this, or thought that you were dying. And this will be this revelation of a new time area in your life, because you know, sometimes we have to learn it the hard way to do something about things, you know. And that is a very good time to do changes also, because when you are going through so much, that's the time where you have the opportunity to start over, you know, let things go and make all the changes that you need in this period of time. Because, you know, do everything while you can now. While it's so bad anyway, why don't just do that too? It's so bad and that thing is so bad now, so why don't do that thing too? For myself, for my emotionally health, for my cancer's sake. Because you deserve it, Cancer. You have been through a lot for a long time. And I feel that very strongly. I want to cry when I say that. And I am not a Cancer at all. But I feel that very much. That you are barely holding your head above the water now. You might have been, you know, if I take this person, for example, just to show you a human being, you know, if you have been this much over water for a long, long time, and it goes up, and now you are here, you know. Now you are here. You are here. Barely, almost can't breathe. but now is the time that you will say. And it's like many things are stuck in your feet, like they have put stones, so you think faster, because you have so much in your life, Cancer. I feel that. But this is the time where you get rid of the stones and you go from this and having your head this above water, and you are there, Cancer, and you will be, you will get let go of all the bad things. That was a funny way of explaining it. But I felt that so strongly, Cancer. And family and children, or just the word family, is important this time. Take care, stand together this time. Ask for help when you need it. If you don't be alone, you are not alone with your problems. There's a lot of hope, Cancer. A lot of hope. And if you feel like you're losing hope, go out and look after the brightest star on the sky and wish. Because the help is around you, Cancer. You just have to use it. Use the right people. No matter what the news are. Maybe even some of you will find someone new if you are in a partnership. Maybe you are going to love someone new. It might be some messages that it comes someone after this change, and you are done with the worst part of it, and you are about to heal and get over it. Someone around you will give you hope again. And when they give you hope, the messages are coming. And you might be talking to people over internet, etc. And there might be emails or someone popping back into your life. Or you will contact them. Because it comes on the advice, that you should reach out to. Maybe, and there might be happen that there might be love. For those of you that are going through a breakup, and have a hard time about that, there might be something happens between messaging, text messages, emails, internet, etc. And this might be a lover that comes for you, Cancer, or you might be the one that begins to love someone else. And that might even be yourself. Love yourself, Cancer. You deserve it. This too shall pass. There are hope. I think I will end that on that. And I will read a card for you. I don't know if I'm going to use the same. No. I want to give you a fairy blessing, I think. Yes. I want to give you a fairy blessing. Yeah, little fairy blessing. So let's see, Cancer. You can just go part rewind forward if you don't want to wait for this shuffling. But many of you ask me so sweetly if I can shuffle on the video, because it's a ASMR sound for you guys, so I do it for you. And sometimes it's credibility too. You don't know if I'm putting this out before if I don't shuffle. No, I would never do that anyway. What's the freaking point? Card for Cancer for the month of November. Fairies. Eller fairies ges ett svar på Krebsstein för november. Trekant. Krebsstein för november. Ett kort på Krebsstein för november. Tre kort på Krebsstein. Tre kort på tre gånger till. Tre kort på Krebsstein för november. Wow. Wow. A blessing of power, because you are also, take back your power, as I said, Cancer. And 5, 5, 8, 4, the number 5, maybe you are a life path 5, maybe 5 and 8, you might be a number 8, you might be a number 1 in life path. So let's see, 5 is the first card, Cancer. Oh, I'm so dry. Oh, that was the best thing I had with my clothes on today. Number 5. A blessing of honesty. The fairy gift of truthfulness and the inability for others to be false when with you. Wow. Ah, I love it. The fairy gift of honesty is now yours. Your ability to see clearly what is true and what is not, to hear the words that are truthful, to speak the truth in a ways that will be heard, to live from the heart with integrity and openness is with you now. The fairy are not the duplicitous, duplicious creatures of myth and legend. They can be nothing other than themselves. And at this time, and with this gift, you settle effortlessly into the truth of your own being. Wow! What is that? Have I just told you, Cancer? Oh, so beautiful and so precise. Yeah. The fairy are not the duplicitous creatures of myth and legend. They can be nothing other than themselves, and at this time and with this gift you settle effortlessly into the truth of your own being. There is no need for you to be anything other than who you are, for who you are is so earthy and real that others begin to feel how safe it is to be themselves too. There is a simplicity and a connectedness, and you will shine out amongst all those who have cloaked themselves in artifice. There will be no self-deception and no lack of clarity. You are who you are, and that, human friend, is a blessing to the whole planet. People will be open and honest with you, and all will be clear and true. Oh, that was beautiful. Wow. And it's a confirmation to me too, because it's almost repeating, but putting, because I'm Norwegian and not English, it's putting the English better for those of you that are speaking English, They put it better than I think I can. So, because it's almost just a repeat of what I have told you, Cancer, so now you get a confirmation about doing that. Stay true to yourself and be honest. And as I always have said all my life, since I was little, no lie is better than the truth. And the truth is never worse than a lie, And then it's a blessing. And this is the fairy of honesty. And this is the blessing of belief. The light shining there for hope also, and believing and wisdom, and a blessing of belief. The fairy gift of restoring and strengthening your faith in the fairy. Your belief in the fairy may have wavered at times as the human world invades your own enchanted space. This blessing brings you to the belief that you will that will help you through your days, the unshakable conviction that you have allies and friends in the other realms. Remember when I said you're not alone, Cancer? There are many people around you that will help you, etc. This is a confirmation of that too. This blessing brings you to the belief that will help you through your days, the unshakable conviction that you have allies and friends in other realms, and they will be with you, assist you, dance with you, and appreciate you. The gift of belief restores to you a lost piece of the soul. For when we lose our belief, a part of ourselves can fade and dim, become quietly and sorrowful, lessening the brightness of our days. So, with this gift is returned to you belief, a sense that you and the fairies are entwined, one with the other, and your soul grows and become ripe again with belief. Let there be sureness in you, a quiet and loving conviction that there are indeed fairies, that you are a part of that world and the natural world in the holiest place we have been given. Despair shall lift, doubt will vanish, and you will be returned to the faith that will brighten these days and every day to come. Believe, fairy friend, for they believe in you. A gift of faith, a gift of faith, of belief is now yours. I just love that, Cancer. And they say exactly what I have already said to you, no? So beautiful, spelled out. And it's a blessing of Anam Cara. Ooh, a blessing of Anam Cara. The fairy gift of soul friend, who is a boon to your life. This blessing is essential to all of us. For to be without an Anamkara is, as the fairy goddess Brigid said, to be a body without head. The Anamkara is the blessing of a soul friend, a person who is loving and compassionately honest with you and us. A person who is loving and compassionately honest with you, to whom and to us and to whom we can share the least of ourselves and be accepted and heard. The Anamkara could be a friend, a lover, a mentor, a teacher, a therapist, and there is nearly always a spiritual dimension to the interactions. So the fairies bless you now with this gift of the Anamkara, the friend who will know your yearnings and gently guide you to their fruition, a friend who treats you well, but who does not accept the lies you tell yourself. Lay your burdens down with them, and they will show you a part of yourself you may have forgotten, so you can rise up again and be a part of the world and your spirit flourishing in the richness of all that is about you. It is a friend who blesses you with their insights and gifts, and from whom you can borrow strength when all of yours is at its lowest ebb. May you be blessed with this friend of the soul, who will nurture your spirit, tend to your visions, hear you without judgment, advise you without criticism, and rejoice in your golden moments. May the fairy gift of the Anamkara be yours, friend, and may your soul feel the balm of the true companionships of the soul. Oh, that was beautiful. I hope that you take all this to heart and soul, Cancer. And the bottom card is a blessing of power. here. You see it? A blessing of power, the gift of your own determination, will, and ability to shape your world. With this gift from the fairies, you can now work with your power in blessed ways. It's so beautiful of all I have just said, you know? It's so beautiful. Oh, what a confirmation. With this gift from the fairies, you can now work with your power in blessed ways. May this gift connect you more deeply with your own innate and natural power. May you feel it arise from within you, right from your own inner sun. With a touch of a fairy wand, a moment of light shining upon you that warms you and helps you to trust the great force within you. With this activation comes your ability to create positive, beautiful, caring, compassionate change within the world and within your world. And when your power arises, you will bring substance, meaning, and goodness, and find the willpower and drive you need to fulfill the promise of your own innate talents and gifts. With this power, you can now create and recreate your own world and find ways to help, support others, and feel the safety of bringing their own power to birth. For when we are powerful, we no longer give our power away to institutions or organizations or to governments. We all become shining change makers, divine catalysts who make differences within the world, allowing life to shape us, but leaving a mark upon the world which generations after us may be grateful for. The fairies bless you with this gift of your own natural power, no longer impeded by doubt. Let me read that again. The fairies bless you with this gift of your own natural power, no longer impeded by doubt, fear, and worry about its misuse. There is a force within you, and it can be guided and worked with, nurtured and directed, and it can come to support your very best self. This gift, this great blessing of the fairies, is now yours. Expect significant change and changes to take place from this day. Oh my God, it's just everything I have just said, you know. Beautiful, magical. This gift, this great blessing of the fairies, is now yours. Expect significant change to take place from this day. In this way, may you restore your trust in the wisdom and goodness of your own power. Blessing, friend, and blessings, friend, and feel the gift of the power within, the gift that the fairies have shown you this day. Oh, it's so incredible how it resonates with the reading, you know. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, Cancer, thank you so much for listening. I think this will become very long video. Bye, Cancer. And remember what I said, believe in yourself. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Bless you. Blessed be. Bye.